Hello, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another Starcraft 2 broadcast. My name is Zanaris. Today we're here watching a 1 vs 1 on Xel'Naga Caverns between CheckPrime, spawning as the Red Zerg up in the top right position, against OptimusPrime down in the bottom left. OptimusPrime, well, you know, I am aware of the fact that Marine King Prime wanted to play under the name of OptimusPrime, but was waiting until he was sure he would be the top Prime player. So maybe he is convinced of that now, and he's playing under OptimusPrime. For those of you who are not familiar with who Marine King is, he is Lee Jung-hoon, a 17-year-old from South Korea. He is actually the youngest GSL player and make it to the finals. A Codes player. And recent accomplishments, besides that, he actually took first place in the 2011 FX Open Invitational number 3. He is most notable, I'd say, playstyle, of course, his heavy use of Marines when he used them in, I forgot which tournament was the very first, I think it was the GSL actually, when he used Marines to great effect against Banelings, just stimming, breaking them up into small groups, executing fantastic micromanagement abilities there. So I'm looking forward to a great game from OptimusPrime. I don't know, since he went by Fake Boxer, is Foxer, so should we call him OptimusPrime? Trollface? I don't know. Up here, CheckPrime, he is actually the team captain of Team Prime. Hyungju Lee, 25 years old, again from South Korea. He's a former Warcraft 3 player, right now, Code S in the GSL. And as far as actual history for him, he has been one of the more consistent pro gamers in the scene recently. You know, he always has very strong performances. So again, I'm looking forward to a very fun match from these guys. CheckPrime going ahead with the extractor first, going to be getting that gas, getting that metabolic boost upgrade right off the bat, and probably transitioning into an expansion down here at the natural. That's what we see a lot of times from this build. It's a very safe play, very safe to execute. And down here for the Terran player, we see he has got Tech Lab already getting a Reaper. Oh, my voice cracked for a second there. Reaper getting, could be doing a little bit of harassment, could be doing a little bit of scouting. You know, obviously a bunker over here with maybe a couple Marines and a Reaper popping out to harass the expansion. Could be what we're going to see here. Yep, SCV headed right over there and dropping the bunker. This is actually a great spot for it. I like this a lot. Zerglings, you know, of course, when they try to run through, they're going to have this choke point with the minerals. And really, even when they come around here, they're going to have to go around the minerals, which is going to give the bunker a couple extra seconds of firing time. And, of course, if he wants to unload, he can pop in right here and immediately be between two patches of minerals, which means he's not going to get auto-surrounded by the Zerglings. Of course, couple Zerglings actually coming over here trying to take out the bunker. There is one SCV repairing. Uh-oh, but look at this. Reaper is in the field. It is almost in the bunker. Will it actually be able to make it in time? So very close. The bunker is burning. The Reaper gets in there. The SCV comes out, starts repairing it, and it looks like the bunker is safe. Expansion is going to be coming under some pretty heavy fire here. We see a second Reaper is on the way, as well as a Marine. So I'm not really sure this expansion is actually going to be able to go down. CheckPrime doesn't have a lot in the way of defenses. In order to stop this, you see two Queens are coming off the line right now, as well as a few Zerglings. The Queens obviously to absorb a lot of that damage there, but you see the bunker has been repaired up to 100%. Stim pack going down as well as a few additional Marines. And you see the Terran player, OptimusPrime, going ahead with his own expansion down here while all this is taking place. So he is really looking to secure an advantage. Oh man, will the Marine make it in time? So very close. It looks like it will. Very, very intense early game pressure from OptimusPrime. As you see, he has secured the natural for the Zerg. And at this point, CheckPrime, he's kind of in a weird position. You see he's moving drones back onto the gas there. He's got the metabolic boost upgrade, and now he's going for the Banelings. He's going to try to bust that out. Really, that's his only option at this point. He could decide to go ahead and go for some roaches, but that would kind of lock him into that low tech for a little bit and leave him with a bunch of roaches that Terran can very easily counter moving ahead in the game. Something else he could do, he could maybe take a different expansion, but again, be very far away, and it would be extremely difficult to defend against what we just saw a minute ago. So if he's not able to hold this, I really wouldn't bet that he would be comfortable trying to take this, or even this. He would have, I guess, what you call security through obscurity, and that's about the extent of it. So let's look down here at the Terran player for a minute. We could see, like we pointed out a minute or two ago, he's got that command center finish, morphing into an orbital command right now. Mighty morphing orbital commands. I don't know what the heck that was, but going for the factory. All right, that's good. Got that second bunker. He's anticipating a second or a counterattack of some sort, since he's kind of forced CheckPrime into this very heavy low tier build in order to bust up his natural. Of course, here comes the Banelings right now, coming in single file, one at a time, right there in the bunker. Nonetheless, able to take it out. You got that many Banelings. I mean, just not much of a choice there, other than just to lose it. Now, Depot's going to be going down. You see the Exerg expansion is secure, and looking at the income, we can see 18 to 26. So this is definitely taking its toll on the game. Terran obviously has the mineral advantage, but more importantly, he's going into the 8-minute mark here with 2 geysers mining gas right now. That is really going to help him transition into what looks like could be siege tanks, maybe a marine siege tank push. Maybe he could get the Blue Flame Hellion upgrade, go in there and just kill him, take out the Zerglings. You know, Terran is probably thinking, you know, he's going to have CheckPrime's going to have a lot of Zerglings for defense there, so those Blue Flame Hellions will be very powerful in that regard. Could also decide to tech up and maybe do a drop, maybe do a 1-1-1 build. I don't know. It's a little bit late for that exact type of play, but still, nonetheless, many options are available to OptimusPrime here. You see he's going with the reactor, so I think we are going to see that siege tank marine push at some point in the near future. Now here we go with a bunch of Zerglings. One thing I would like to see, and I don't see this often enough, is leaving a few Banelings down here burrowed and catching the Terran player when he moves out. I think that would be a great defensive play. Help him kind of delay OptimusPrime's potential attack here coming in the near future, which we see there is an Overlord that has popped down here. He's seen darn near everything. He knows what's going on. He hasn't spotted that second command center, but he has to know what's up. And yeah, so he's got to be thinking of what's going on at this point. Anyways, that was just a nice little thing I'd like to see at some point here in the near future. Nice little, but the problem with that, obviously, CheckPrime does not have enough gas to go into Tier 2 yet to get that burrow upgrade, so it's really not practical at this stage of the game. Still, one can hope in the future to see more awesome Baneling mines. Until then, we've always got Husky's Baneling video, which God knows has enough Banelings to satisfy you for a month and a half. Speaking of satisfaction, we can actually look at the income right now and see Zerg is actually up a little bit on the minerals, 31 and 32. He's able to close that deficit a little bit, but that gap was there for a pretty long time. I'm not going to lie, it really helped the Terran player kind of get up on his tech. You see Zerg is definitely behind on that a little bit. His lair is going to be finished around 11:20, 11:30, something like that. And we'll have to see exactly what he transitions into. He's got the Roach Warren now. So the Roach is obviously a very good early defensive unit against Terran, but as you move into the later game, they become less and less effective unless you really can push that strategy super hard and have another advantage on your Terran opponent, which we see right now isn't quite what I would say the case is. Could have a drop, although because of the fact that Marine King, or OptimusPrime, call him Optimus for the sake of this game here, has he sent his medevac up there with the Marines loaded, kind of let himself be known that he was moving into that position. So he kind of figured CheckPrime would be in a more defensive posture up there at the top. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and opt to take out that Queen instead. You see, he's not lifting off the Marines. There we go. He did lose a few Marines, but he took out a lot of Zerglings in that attack. You see, he's also working on weapons level 1, and there's the Baneling speed upgrade coming on the way for CheckPrime. As you see, he is going to be working on that third hatchery, so that means he is going to be kind of focusing, I think, on the Roaches for a while here. After all, which, I mean, like I said before, if he can push it with the Roaches and the Banelings and take out these Marines, then I don't think it'll work out well for him. But Banelings against OptimusPrime. This guy has shown that, well, Marines can be the counter to Banelings, and it's a bit of a risk taking that type of strategy, but we'll see if it actually plays off for him. It's going to require some serious micromanagement coming from both of these players here for one of them to come out on top against this. But I have to say it's probably the best choice at this point for Check to go through, considering what his delayed expansion And look at how the economy is right now. You can see 51 to 37. So Terran has definitely not worked too hard on getting up that expansion. You see he has focused a lot on this attack, hoping to catch CheckPrime before he's really able to, make up that gap. And we're seeing right there, there's some nice micro by OptimusPrime. Got the Marines pushing forward. He's got the siege tanks taking some heavy fire from afar there. And yes, the Zerglings are down here doing some pretty hefty damage, took out that siege tank, but look at the trade-off, man. OptimusPrime pushing up here, a very solid attack, taking out that hatchery. That was crucial to CheckPrime. And you see, here we go, the Banelings running in through Zerglings first. Will these Banelings actually be able to get in here? No, it looks like some fantastic micro by the Marines there, and it looks like he is going to be able to move in and take out this expansion. Again, there's not a lot CheckPrime can do. 76 to 86 at this point. All the Banelings are up here just dying one by one. A few Marines have split off. And you see all the drones are actually transferring down here. I think CheckPrime's hope for a comeback in this game could be a little bit diminished. We see a couple Banelings. We're actually able to get some kills here, but at what cost? The expansion is gone. You see a couple roaches are coming. That's about it. And there's the GG from CheckPrime. So OptimusPrime taking this game here. Very exciting matchup. A lot of early game pressure there from Optimus. I have to say that worked out very well for him. Able to combat that kind of conservative early expand build. And, well, hey, maybe we got some more games here from OptimusPrime. I think I actually found a couple of them on the inner tubes, so you can look forward to that. One of them, I did look at the replay counter. It looks like it's about 30 minutes long. So that could be a pretty fun match. Yeah, I think I'll actually... Hey, you know what? I'll just go cast that next.